In this example, we're going to be looking at a complex if statement, and that's basically just where you want to check more than one thing. So a nice example of this is a username and password. If we want to use the user to type in the username and password and then try a login. So we'll set that up first of all. We'll ask the user type a username in. So username equals input, and for this it's just going to be a string, so I don't need to put any str or int around it, just input. I'm going to say enter username. And we'll get the password in as well, and again that's just going to be a string, so password equals input enter password. And so in order to log into the system, the user has to type the correct username and the correct password. So I'm going to say if username equals, now remember when you want to check that a value is equal, you need to use two equal signs. So if username equals, and I'm just going to directly type the username here. I'm going to say if the username equals Monty. And then we need to do a check for something else. We also want to check if the password is correct. And to do that, we just use the word and. And there's two options in Python. It's either and or. And in this example, we're going to be using and. So and password equals Python. And then you just put a colon at the end. So it's the exact same as a normal if statement, except you're using an and to join your conditions together. So if the username is Monty and the password is Python, then I'm going to say print access granted. And otherwise, so else print access denied. Let's run that. So if I type in Monty as a username, but I get the password wrong, it comes up access denied. So I need both of the variables to be correct in order to access the system. So if I run it again, we'll try it. So it works. Monty and Python. It lets me get into the system. So that's how you do a complex if statement.